from the Paragon Challenger Series. Looking forward to starting this final game and getting in there. Let's see how well it goes. See what the start brings us, because it's been quite slow. Everyone popping out and probably putting those wards up in their jungle or in the opposite team's jungle as well. Teaming up a little bit here. Be certified, playing on that howitzer, which is kind of interesting to see.
And both teams,
You were right there. I was waiting for it.
I didn't want to breathe in case someone heard me.
Nerfmundo is completely annihilated, deleted from life. Nothing remains for him in this world.
I was so tense. I thought I could have swung one way or the other.
I think Nerfmundo
sticking his head out, it caught in traffic lights, caught in headlights. Bang! The car hit, and then he was gone.
It was literally. He went to respawn and he just paced out, and then he was like, "That just happened." It was like,
did anyone get a number of that bus sort of situation?
Yeah, completely. They're still doing it. They're in their jungle now. Marty Riviera, leading the charge down through that river buff area. They're still 5-man teamed up. They're going to be taking this.
He's got vision. He's just hiding at the top of these stairs at the minute. We're waiting to come in.
They're just annihilating these camps. Oh, look, they're coming in for the kill, and they've actually lost a little bit of HP there. And look at that. Oh, Nerfmundo leading the charge. Nice stun and nice pull as well from Leighton. Leighton's going to be taken out here if he's not careful. Are we going to see the kill? Leighton taken out by Sergeant Floppy there, and the rest of this team is going to be picking up the kills. Marty Riviera is down and second on the hit list of this team. As we move over towards the mid, Top Flick has to get his butt right out of there. And Team Oxygen had just lost 2 members. That was
Pixie Wings going into overdrive for Top Flick there.
Will we see the retirement today?
Yeah, a lot on the line today. This could be the last game that you see of Mark Riviere playing Paragon.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry, Marty. I was thinking it's Leighton. Was it Leighton or was it Marty?
No, it was Marty. It was
Marty, wasn't it? Yeah, my wife was Leighton just then. Okay, so on this mid area, Hudzy again. I think we're starting to go back into the lanes, guys. Let's chill. Let's just relax.
Oh yeah, this is a moment.
Into the lane.
Deathmatch, yeah.
TDM.
Sometimes has that feeling, but you know, it's still a very good MOBA. It's cool.
Yeah, that's it. I think there is something about that's at the moment maybe that it isn't getting focused on for some teams today. Not the game specifically, or maybe a little bit, but for some of the teams today, thinking about that aspect of things, and sometimes just rotational play as well, getting into those positions to help allies to defend a lane from getting destroyed. Just the simple things maybe sometimes as well. But that comes with time for a lot of the teams today, and few not so newly formed, but waiting for that synergy to come out. This Certified is versus It's Ray again over on this safe lane for B Certified, of course. Have a look at where his carry is currently. Cameron is in the jungle, just farming up as much as possible, kind of jungling at the moment in that new sexy ass skin that we all want, even if we don't play Twin Blast. But yeah, it's going to be very quiet for a moment. You kind of get that at the beginning of the game is so high-paced and impactful, and then you suddenly slow down.
Yeah, where everyone goes, oh yeah, we've got a lane, and maybe kill minions and stop our towers being destroyed.
Completely. So again, we've got you see the carry going back onto the duo lane. So we've got duo versus duo, and in the intention, I guess, from Epic was that we would see for a good portion of the game, I would say more than 4 minutes, that the carries would be on their gold buff respective lanes. But this is not the way we've seen it today, and it's not the way it's been playing. But also that players and everyone obviously shape the game.
In the shadows. No, probably got a call not to come in just yet. They're not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think teams have found out that, you know, they can rotate their duo lane, or, you know, suits them, what suits their team composition, basically. If they want to get their solo laner, you know, more CXP rather than level advantage, this is what they do. So,
yeah.
And that gold buff team, I mean, players have found that it's not really all that worth it to pick up that gold buff because it doesn't give you too much extra. It's probably about 126p per wave, so not really that worth it for the damage it does so early game, basically. So probably better off in the jungle a lot of the times.
Okay. I mean, that's fairly understandable. Mechanic negated. So it's Array over on the over on his offlane. It's just going to be warding back those minions. The certified does return, picking up the red buff as well. He'll be walking back into his jungle as they potentially just fix up a couple of jungle camps as well. And again, very, very calm, very collected right now as we wait for a singular kill. Carry versus carry in this, what we're going to call the duo lane for now, in a very short...
Red lane. Old red lane.
Oh, good old red lane. You missed that one. You missed that red lane. I guess... Certified just picking up red as well. Kind of almost reminiscent of old times. Talk now with Leighton just pushing this mid lane back, waiting to see.
Certified got the call of enemies missing there and got the hell out of there before the damage could really be done.
That was probably the best plan in the world. Oh, Certified is going to drop down to the river, taking out some of these wards maybe, as we have got placement from both teams. Which is obviously very, very important, maxing out the damage using some actual mines there as well, I believe. It's Array dipping into the jungle. He has to back out and just defend. It's almost like, you know, they wander around the jungle looking for kills and then go back to their lane to make sure that the minions are not going to kill it. I mean, it's almost this. Does that make sense? It's not. Yeah. It's not a massive amount of analysis, to be honest, but that's what's happening most of the time.
They're trying to get that jumping at CXP by taking those jungle camps, sort of sharing it out between the team rather than letting the jungler do everything, basically. So
it's almost like we don't have like your typical jungler right now. It's like everyone's sharing it. We see Cameron and Mai dipping into the jungle every so often as well. I think it's more so maybe Oxygen who are doing that over Nexus.
Yeah, I mean, I think teams have found, or most players have found, that your role is more to roam, no matter what role you're in. There's a lot of roaming going around. You might see the support go completely over to the lane, just because of how quickly those kills can come out.
Yeah.
So the extra person can make a real difference, especially if it's someone with a stun, basically.
It's Ray needs to get back onto his tower because guess what's happening? Minions are on it, so he has to get back there. But it means, I guess as well, is that they always know that they can't push that lane as well. So he's always farming. He's nipping into the jungle, getting those couple of minions, nipping back to his tower. He knows
it's mine. He does. He knocks Floppy out of position.
But he's rooted. Floppy's going to die though. It was a good route, but there's too many members of Oxygen around to get the kill. There's nothing he could have done about that. He's not anything right now. He's not even Floppy. Unfortunately. And that means that they will probably take this tower because Hudsey not really in a position to help defend low. They don't really have many minions to do so. And this team should be responding. They're not really, actually. They've actually got to defend their safe lane tower as well, this team of Nexus. So they actually have to push that back before they can think about moving elsewhere, which is what they do.
Yeah, Team Oxygen doing well to push their lane in there so they could go and make that rotation onto the mid and outnumber them, knowing if they did leave it that they'd have to, they could probably get a free tower out of it.
Indeed. Be certified over on his safe lane currently again. I mean, what is he building at the moment? He's only got a ward out really and cast cards. I guess it's only 8-9 minutes into the game. Feels like it's been a lot longer.
But we see that, like I said earlier about the casters wanting to stay in the mana lane, so he's picked up the double mana pot over the double health part, basically.
Yeah, I guess it's actually it's Array. He's going to go for the full damage. Mine's put down. He knocks him back, and that's it.
Certified. I mean, it took the ult and barely took a quarter of his health off.
Okie dokie. So yeah, we're resyncing ourselves up, guys. Don't worry, it's all good. So just as we head back into the map as well, I am indeed in the placing position. Good to go. So as it's Array on this offlane. Oh, Certified is actually going to pile on some pressure here. Could be okay as well. He's going to be fine. Absolutely fine and dandy. Nothing going on there. Sorry guys, we just did. I'm sometimes if I pause, I'm just getting used to something new. So you just have to wait for a moment. But anyway, let's have a look at Nerf Mondo. He's going to potentially push down this safe lane with Klinghoffer. Is anything going to occur mid? No.
Yeah, not seeing the really. I mean, apart from the one in mid lane, not really seeing many aggressive rotations out of Oxygen right now. Playing a little bit more passively, just sort of trying to farm up and keep that CXP going. Just gonna have a quick look at the CXP. So we've got around 14, 14, 12, 13, 10. Nexus just a little behind, but barely anything in it. 2 kills apiece for each team. So. Yeah, fairly equal right now. No team coming out ahead.
I mean, this is very much what the Bro Down versus Carbon was like. I guess at the beginning as well, it was kind of equal, and there was a couple of decision issues. We're gonna say where they started to lose out, and that's where you got to take the advantage, and Carbon did. A nice pull from Leighton, but actually the route was good onto him as well. But Sergeant Floppy is going to be pulled right back into that damage, and that's a 5-man kill onto him right there. And Team Oxygen want to push this T1 tower down.
Oh, great cage just to push him off, secure that tower.
That is good, but It's Ray potentially has just pushed minions onto that tower as well. He's not going to get anything out of this. He needs to move. He's going to move to the opposite side of the map and push that lane as well, and actually grab himself that red buff. He might actually be able to do a lot of damage here if they're not careful. And Team Oxygen did team up versus 3 people as a 5-man group, and that's not going to bode too well if they don't move. Look where their positioning is in the map. Hudzy potentially going for a little bit of a cheeky kill on B Certified. Look at that mine! So much damage onto him, but he can't really push any further. And is It's Ray gonna get this kill on this T1 tower of Team Oxygen? If he does, he is. Surely. Yeah, he is.
Klinghoffer picking up the kill on
He's certified. Good job, Klinghoffer. And he can't go and help defend that tower now as well. I'm having a look at It's Ray as Nate's going for the kills with switch rolls. Little tiny bit. But just having a look at that tower, he doesn't get it in the end, unfortunately. Just so low as well, but I actually don't think Team Oxygen won too much out of that. Okay, they got a T1 tower, but T1 tower is T1 tower at the end of the day. On a safe lane for the opposite team as well. So, well, to be honest, they're not really sticking to lanes anyway, so, you know, that's not.
Yeah, that's the same way. Both teams are starting to roam a lot now and just sort of pick up lanes. Cameron taking down It's Ray out.
It's really odd, like the movement of both teams as well at the moment. Like It's Ray got caught out there.
Look at Leighton.
Leighton as well though could be in a bit of an awkward situation, but they regroup and they pull in the kill for Sergeant Floppy. I can't make that joke again. Sorry. It's just not going to work. And Team Oxygen are doing absolutely fine at the moment. They've really held it together, especially just losing B Certified. Still not
starting to pull ahead on these kills now, 5-3, and starting to.
Now Cameron picks up the gold buff.
Push the presence a bit more on the map. I've been waiting for the rotations to come out, a bit more aggressive rotations. Anyone watches them will see these aggressive rotations. Even off someone like Marty Riviere, you know what I mean? He doesn't care that he's a support. He will go in quite aggressively in anyone. So
we'll have to wait and see. They're just going to be cheeky and push this lane and tower. They don't really have any wards around, so they're not sure who is about. I don't want to lose Cameron that early. The Terminator.
On the fog wall there.
Yeah, It's Ray is just roaming around the tower to see if he can just pick out a kill, but he's just going back to farming it, taking down the minions, making sure they move off and into the lane so he can actually leave and maybe farm again. Feels like we could have seen maybe a potential gank coming out from Nerf Mondo there.
They didn't have it warded, so
yeah, that's true. That is very true.
From that.
Yeah, I missed that there. That's very true. Lane's just pushing the mid lane. Is anyone in a position to hold this? Severog is there. I say Severog, I mean Sergeant Floppy. Let's be very careful. Look at the wards again. In a very similar position.
Pretty much on top of each other, especially that one in the river.
Completely. Are we going to see this a team fight evolve in river buff towards the off lane for this Nexus team? No, you're just going to see people moving off. Floppy pushing the mid lane again. Be Certified is having a look over towards Murdoch.
Picks up that black buff.
Do you think we're going to see a little bit of a cheeky engage here from Certified? There's a ward. Probably not. It's a bit too risky. I feel like the amount of times people run around the map at the moment, it's just like looking for kills sometimes.
Yeah, surprised if they're getting any farm, just hoping to pick and sort of sustain the farm on getting kills, essentially.
The thing is both teams are doing it. So, you know, as long as both teams are doing it, then fine. But, like, I think sometimes, I mean, it gets to the point where you think, wow, sometimes people are just roaming around so much, they're missing out. No one is helping its array. No one is even coming in for a potential gank attempt either. And if anything, Top Flick comes in with his ult.
Securing that kill. The amount of burst damage that can come down from the Fae.
Yeah. Where is Nexus? Where is Nexus? They need to be together. And especially helping out its array. I mean, I would have thought in that situation specifically as well that if they weren't helping its array, they were getting something off elsewhere, but they weren't. I'm pushing back a lane. Klinghoffer is pushing back his lane. Certified is literally flying in the jungle. Oh damn it! It was gonna use the jump pad then. Trying to time that out.
I'm not sure if the left lane is actually pushing for oxygen at the minute or not, but if it is, they can end up taking this T2 for free.
Yeah, Certified is in a position to rain hell from above, and instead just jumps down, and they will get this T1. Push the lane in their favor once again, taking themselves some pretty easy towers, and we have not seen a T1 go down.
I'm saying what Micah was saying about the mid lane being so important, especially that first T1 tower. So yeah, I see a big step in the right direction for Team Oxygen there. Certified having to use his ult to get out there. Nothing to leap out.
No. Just bail. Just move away. Move away, boys. They need to watch out for the T2s and the lane pushes on the left lane. Just looking at the map. Should be okay, actually, for Team Nexus now. But now they need to be aggressive in some shape or form. You know, they need to either pick up a kill or they need to try and pick up a tower for themselves, build up some morale and momentum in this game. Because I think at the moment, the feeling of this game, if you're just watching generally, is that Team Oxygen are slowly chipping away at these guys. They're not being like overly aggressive or winning massive team fights. They're just chipping away, and eventually, you know, there will be nothing to chip away at if they just continue in the form they're going at. So they slow but calm wins the day. Because if you don't and they lose, then they lose a teammate.
After all the smack talk, I expected them to come out all gun blazing, but maybe Marty's a little bit more cautious than that.
I was hoping so. But yeah, no. Sad times. We need some more BM evil people in this game and in this scene. I'm waiting for it.
Oxygen can't, you know, they've already got the villain in Marty, and maybe Be Certified. He knows himself. Perceived as a villain, shall we say. We need some other teams.
I don't know. I think Be Certified is like an anti-hero.
You hate him, but you need to root for him because he's just too cool.
Exactly. Like that makes sense to me. Anti-heroes. Yeah. Like a bit like a Punisher kind of thing.
I don't hate you, Certified, by the way, if you're watching this back out. You know,
he does.
Guy.
He told me. They want to be hating Talk at the moment because that ult is ridiculous. Because not only does it pull you in, but the damage added with everyone else, it is beautiful, man. I mean, it's quite. Again, you can see it there. You can see the impact of that. And Nerf Mondo doesn't have no amount of tankability is going to be, and that's a new one again. It's going to help you out. And Be Certified does get a kill, but gets taken out himself by Klinghoffer. And now they need to watch out for this mid lane. Klinghoffer needs to move into the lane to potentially disperse these minions because they're having a party at their expense at the moment. Or he's going to move into position to potentially take out some of these team members. No, they're not. And that is going to be a 2-1 win situation in terms of kills for Team Oxygen, really, as well as they pick up the buffs.
This is the reason watching Team Oxygen, even when they're in the retreat, they're still farming. When they're coming out of a fight and they're all half-quarter health, they still farm before they're back. No time is wasted, even while backing, so it's one of the reasons that one of the best teams in Europe, so
yeah,
it's just, really good to watch.
Really, just, calm and collected and getting in there for the kills. It feels like they've really got like a good mix of people, like a composition of actual just people in their team. They've got the aggressors, they've got the calm-minded ones, I suppose.
So you've got the, maybe the Leighton and the Certified probably going off on one, while Cameron's so laid back, he's actually laid down.
Yes.
Even when he's getting 5-man, smashed in, he just say, whatever, I'll just kill 2 people and go down.
I'll just respawn and get back in. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. But you need that mix in a good team. But Nexus, again, a newer team. I've been casted them before in a previous, but they've definitely got the experience in that team to grow for sure. I mean, this game is not over. I mean, maybe it sounds like I'm talking about the game being over, but
no stretch. They've got quality throughout their teams. It's teams that's made up of good players from other teams that have just sort of come together because they know of the skill level. So
Mike can't get through there because obviously Hudsey plants down that right. Oh no, we're not gonna see anything coming out there. I was looking at Floppy. It's almost like B Certified is so either confident in his team's response time, or just really ballsy or gutsy.
I'm going to take a little from column A and a little from column B, mate, on that one.
I think so. In terms of his positioning, to invite, because a Sergeant Floppy kind of walked out and almost thought, you know what? Certified is out of position, but I also know what he's like. Like pulling him into
I'm not going to say that word. He's a slippery character, shall we say?
Yeah, that's not. Oh, nice rock throw from Mondo, and then a random route from Floppy to just say, no, not coming through here. We are stacked.
I thought they might have pushed on that. Oxygen picking up this Raptor cam.
Really grouping. They can take advantage of this really, really well if they come round, and especially with the Decker ult used.
Or Ray trying to come behind. If he's not careful, he might get caught here.
Oh, Cameron is low.
Brilliant ult there from Array.
But look at Leighton. He goes down. Hudsey comes in as well. Be Certified is low. They need to push this. They need to push through. Even if they just take their jungle away from them, they need to push through and give some kind of stance. They do push the T1 tower. They could get this T2 if they push this left lane on the map right now. They could take this out. Certified's got a back.
Props to Array there. I'm pretty sure he hit every member of Team Oxygen there with his ult.
Yeah.
If not, he definitely hit 4. So yeah, that damage followed with the slow.
There we go, boys. T2 tower, and they held their own, and they found the opportunity they needed. Oh, good lord! I would be scared if I was. No!
That's not on Array.
Come on, man. No, he's going to be taken out here. Luckily for himself, the rest of the team is able to push mid. Are they going to be able to get themselves? Look at this absolute annihilation of lanes right now for this team of Nexus. They're pushing down those lanes, using that opportunity well, and it gives them the breathing space for It's Array to come back into the map, even steal a little bit of jungle potentially, cheeky, and go back into their jungle and farm themselves after that lane tower push. Look, if they went to the left lane right now, they could get kill on Marty and also onto iCameron if they groups right now. They are so pushed, and they're aware of their positioning completely. Another tower is taken out. I really think that they could do that right now.
The T1 tower going down, it was bound to go down at this 25-minute mark, but that T2 is really important. I mean, I know they picked up the kill on It's Array, and I think for Marty's sanity, that was probably a good thing, especially onto Array as well.
Here we go. Raptor again, but for Oxygen just coming back to finish what they started. Yeah. They need it now since they lost out.
I'm pretty sure if Cameron wasn't a Paragon pro player, he would be a farmer in real life because, the guy loves to farm. Exchanges dual pistols for nice combine harvest.
Dual trowels. Dual pitchforks.
Like I said, the discipline to just not be ever static doing nothing. They're always picking up some sort of farm unless the team needs a rotation or they need to be a presence like Matt is now in this mid lane, just sort of being aware of where all the team members are.
That's right. Okay, so we got the red buff there now as well, available for someone to pick up. That's going to be picked up by the Gadget of Hudsey. Moving into mid now as well. A speed buff on Sergeant Floppy as well. This could be a really dramatic ending to this game, my friend. Look at the push onto this T2. They're risking it all. The rampage of Nerf Mondo. Oh no, no, no.
That goes a Howie ult.
Rip Hudsey indeed. And that is going to be the ults piling up on this team. Why did they risk so much? Oh, Tuck is an absolute legend. Look at that ult coming out from him. And that's going to be 2 kills, 2 further kills on Sergeant Floppy into Klinghoffer there. Oh, the decision making today, boys and girls. This is going to cost them a T2, if not an inhib. That was not the best decision in the world.
Such a good ult there coming down from Tarkflame. Just the clutch moments just seem to make the right decisions all the time, basically.
That's an inhib, surely. Another 20 seconds till they're up, but they're going to risk it. They can. That was a nice rock, actually. No, it's too early in the game, I think, maybe, for them to pressure it so hard.
Oh, Array could be a trouble in here. A lot of bursts going to come down on him.
They don't want to lose so many players just as they're coming back up. What is Nerf Mondo doing? Why is he there? Is he trying to pick out a killer? That's not good, unfortunately. He almost gets killed out himself. Oof. That was enough to push him away, though, apparently, and also Hudsey going back.
I mean, we thought it might be the wrong decision, but it proved enough just to...
It was wrong. I'll eat my words.
Just to distract him and make sure that tower didn't go down.
I'll eat my hair, but I don't have
it goes left here, he's going to get a free on the lighting.
Look at the...
so close.
Look at the inhib as well. It's actually being attacked currently by by Nexus minions. So team, that's probably the reason why they pulled back. Realizing that their inhibitor was currently under attack as well. To go back and see if that came up around the same time. Hudsey pushes the mid and the minions on the inhib. Look at the inhib. It's down to actually a third of HP. I know that's not going to be for very long, but pushing out the lane.
There's actually more damage onto Oxygen's inhib than there is onto Nexus's.
Yeah, exactly. And the lane game there works for him.
Just showing you how powerful these minions are. They take no shit from them.
The thing is if Nexus make that a similar bad decision that they just made to cost them that T2 tower and almost their inhib, they'll lose this game.
Yeah,
they cannot make that decision again. Team Oxygen, team fight groups like that, they need to be. It's more like, you know, Nexus are going to be able to win the jump on to Team Oxygen than the other way around, because if that makes sense. So, you know, example being the Raptor camp when they grouped up. And, you know, Team Oxygen were aware, but they were still caught in a small area. They were very bunched up, and they positioned themselves well. Whereas if they're going for an objective, you know, they're going to lose that in very much the same way that Team Oxygen lost it on that occasion as well. But the thing is, they were being aggressive in a lane push, and at the time of the game where respawn timers are going to kill you. Because respawn timers, that is a lot of the reason why people lose the game at the moment, because it's so bloody long. You can't defend.
Take a quick look at the CXP difference now. So we see Cameron on 45, Klinghoffer on 39, Nerf Mondo 27 to Marty's 30, not too much difference there. Tuck on 38 to Hudsey's 31, so 7 points in front. I mean, Tuck, he's got 8 assists. Marty's got 11, so yeah. Yeah, so the CXP, you know, they're starting to see the difference between the CXP gains now.
Yeah, I mean, the longer this, the longer the game goes for, I mean, I think in any situation, you'd maybe give it to Team Oxygen, as long as, if Nexus make any more crazy decisions, they're gonna, oh no! It's Array really low. Again, the ult from my Cameron, he almost hits him with every single bit of damage.
So close.
That was very close. I think if Cameron had just used his ult as soon as we saw that coming out, look at the fence coming out onto the tower. We could see Hudson going down as well as it's Ray, and the ult coming out as well from that man of Beast Certified is gonna wipe out the gadget there. And I was almost gonna say it's Ray, and he gets out once again, thankfully for himself. But
so how long before Blinks are back in everyone's build with this? How it's coming out.
I know, right? That's the T2 done.
Yeah, definitely gonna go down there.
It's Ray could have used this opportunity to get HP and mana, but chooses not to. And they're probably gonna take this in here, but I think right now they're respawning. There's the potential for that to happen. Oh, it's Ray is down and dusted, that's for sure. The B Certified finishes off with the last hit on that one, and they do survive this inhibitor push. But look at the lanes! Look at the lanes! They're pushed in favor of Nexus again.
May lose both tier 2 towers here.
It defeats their push completely.
And Nexus are going to really hound them back and not let them back freely. And they're going to catch B Certified.
Oh man, if they get a kill here. But they did this before, and I feel like it's a great decision. Oh, the welcome to iCameron! iCameron is going to drop unless he's very, very careful. Look at Marty. He's there in the support, ready to help his team survive. And this push, even just that, just gives the time for It's Array to come back into the game. And it looks like they may not lose this tower, actually. It should be fine.
Quite uncharacteristic of Team Oxygen because they're so sensitive to their lanes to not let this happen. And that's the second
You're going to say
time,
that Beast Certified was sensitive then? Well, maybe it is.
That's the second or third time they've been caught with minions nearly pushing down towers.
The thing is, it just brings you back into that MOBA sense of the game as well. It's just like, it's just a harsh reminder that they're there and they're pushing, and you need to watch out for them. And hopefully Epic never changes that, because it really, hopefully it just keeps the MOBA aspect of the game alive.
Yeah, definitely. That's a shout from the first 5 minutes of the game where you think it's a team deathmatch to a start realization that these minions are going to kick the crap out of your tower and lose you the game, or win you the game. That's how it may go.
I mean, they took about half health off the right-hand side, and mid's about down by a quarter or so. So, yeah, a little chunk in there. Not going to matter so much. Inhib's starting to regen their health. Nexus, again, lucky to escape with that Inhib in hand.
Yeah, it feels like they're getting onto the Inhib and doing a lot of damage, but not quite finishing it. And then Nexus are coming in, basically defending it and just giving it a time to regen. The last one, I think it was the mid that took the damage, is now fully up. So
Nerfmundo is now trying to just take out those wards. There's a lot of ward placement for Nexus at the moment, actually, around the mid area. It actually looks like they're trying to make a river out of wards. They're going they're pushing hard mid into the jungle left side.
Yeah, they set the slow pushes up now where Nerfmundo's just going to try and de-push that one on duo lane.
The regroup's happening though from Nexus. Although we're not seeing Nerfmundo pulling back, which would probably be advantageous right now.
Thing is, he's setting the lane in their favor, so if he just backs after setting the lane, he knows that the pressure is going to be put.
He's running back. Where is Nexus? There we go. They start to group up. Fence comes out. If they keep the focus onto the tower, they will be able to get it. Certified uses his ult. We see more damage coming onto the Inhib. They've got to push it out. This is the last chance they've got to really defend this Inhib. Oh, they can't lose members. Backing out. That's actually quite good control and actually self-control there from a lot of those players. Look how low the Inhib is. And now iCameron goes down, and It's Ray finishes him off with the ult, and we're going to see Gadget coming out with the ult as well, and miss. Marty is going to go down here. This is the opportunity that this team of Nexus needs to take the game in their favor. And that was 2 kills. And look how low the inhibitor is. It's so low. Team Oxygen lost so much from that. Whoa, immense. Great kills. They are lower in CXP than Team Oxygen as well, so surprising that they were able to push them back so far.
I don't think Nerfmundo actually set the lane because it's pushing into the Nexus tier 2 here.
He's back there though. Should be okay.
I thought
That
it
was
was
immense.
I thought that was going to, the longer that the Nexus could hold them on that inhib, I thought it was going to be worse for them. But
the lane's still
I don't know.
pushing for him on the left-hand side, especially after that. I know that Leighton is there ready. I think out of anything today, we're seeing that top teams, the top tier teams that we think are at the top, they can be beaten in certain situations. But it's that composure and holding it together that keeps them winning the game at the end of the day, rather than just they lose some of the battles in situations you may not think they would, but they normally win the war.
Right. I think you're going to find that each team's going to make mistakes. However, it's whoever can capitalise on them the best, basically.
I don't know if Brodown are actually capitalizing on this, and they may be capitalizing on it in the terms of farming and getting a CXP back, and so then catch up in that way. So if that happens again, they can team wipe them maybe. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. They grab themselves a couple of buffs. They get themselves down the lanes more. They need to give left lane a chance to regenerate as well, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think it's pushing for oxygen again.
Yeah.
We see it.
Oh, look at the stealth. No Fundo is actually in stealth at the moment.
It's quite
far out. Oh, that game has kind of stopped me, I think. I'm not sure. No, it's okay. Did see a tower drop. Did you see that tower drop? Or am I way ahead?
Oh, they're actually on OP here.
Okay, yeah, I'm at a different point in the game now. Damn it.
Yep, Cameron's.
Thanks.
Cameron just securing that prime there. So we see. I think they're probably going to make a push on mid. Their lanes seem to be set. They're going to really try and bulldoze down this mid lane here. Certified just dodging off into the other lane, maybe trying to set that lane. Excuse me. And Togfit trying to push up this right lane for Team Oxygen as well now. I think Nexus, they know what's happening, so they're just trying to split off and defend the lane the best they can. Try and maybe wait out this prime. I think Oxygen need to basically group together and just try and push down and bully down one of these towers, but they've tried twice and failed so far, so props to Team Nexus for that.
Just feel like one of those end game moments, though, doesn't it? Right now, I mean, the gathering on the mid and the left hand lane. It feels like if they don't rotate correctly, we could see people lose out. Left side lane. I'm not sure. Thing is, I'm wondering whether or not you're ahead of me now, because I don't want to stop talking at this point in the game. But Team Oxygen pretty pushed out as well. Nice rock onto Certify potentially. I know he does actually miss that. Oh, as well, they're really pushed back on this inhibitor. There's no way they can defend this. Down, gone, done and dusted.
Oxygen looking.
Oh,
Rob to finish.
look at top. That ult was so good. Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
For any of you that doubt the viability of the Fae right now, TikTok's giving a good lesson of why she is viable.
I think so. That's gonna be game right there for sure. I mean, one kill. And on the inhib, Leighton with the pull. This is that's it.
Live there.
Okay.
We
are at a different timing just there. I think something happened with our PCs, but Oxygen do win in the end, and you could tell that's exactly what happened. I think we just got a little bit of we got a bit out of insync, but it's all good. Out of insync. Really? Did I just say that? Anyway.
Martin Revere fans can now rejoice and breathe a sigh of relief.
There we go. He is safe.
I'm sure he will not gloat about this in the interview that we're.
I'm sure he won't. Maybe. Hopefully he will. And that's going to be the day done. That's going to be our final game. Nexus versus Team Oxygen was our final group game of the day. Group B, I believe. And I will hear obviously whether or not we do, is that we have standings right below us right now. If you want to check out exactly what has occurred, it's been an experience today. I mean, it's been more of an experience for these teams, because I'm sure that there was a lot of moments in time where they didn't think they were going to get this far, let alone get over towards the final bracket. But you can see the final standings for Group A. We have the Brodown obviously defeated twice today, Synergy winning. Synergy really, really strong today. Synergy winning 2-0, 2 games, sorry. Carbon eSports 1-1, lost 1. Group B. Okay, we're going to go. Let's just go over to my. And we'll talk. Yeah, well, let's just do that.
Hello, boys. You're not going to get rid of me that easily. You're going to have to put up with me for a bit longer.
Jesus. I thought we were rid of you, man. But
was at any point in that game?
Come on, nowhere near. They didn't. Look, the game went on for 36 minutes whilst they pitched their tents up at their inhibitors.
Oh,
They didn't land a single shot on our inhibs. It was the minions that did damage.
Minions win games, mate. You know that.
It's easy to stall a game at the moment. Easy to stall a game. That's why it went on for so long.
Yeah, it was quite stalled out towards the end. You weren't even worried when 2 of you died when you were attacking their inhib? No?
No comment.
That's when a little bit came out, right?
Yeah, fun time there.
That was probably the main time of that game when that was happening. They got a couple of picks earlier as well where you thought maybe there was a chance they were going to take this, but I don't think they did much with the opportunity they had. They played well. I mean, you got to give it to him there as well. I mean, they're going to be a team to reckon with in the future, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you're going to watch this back, but you know that first early invade where you managed to pick up the rampage kill?
Right.
I actually held my breath because I didn't want to break. The tension was palpable, so I thought this is going to go really badly for one team. I can see it now. But you managed to get the kill.
They turned it nicely. They turned it well. I think it was Sarah was a bit too far up.
Yeah.
And then trying to get him out kind of got myself into a bit of a sticky situation and got taken down because of it. But they played well at the start to turn that invade.
But you got to remember them so early invaders that people have only got one ability, and that's it. And
right, yeah.
That's what the
Rampage is so strong. He's so strong those early fights because of the stun duration.
Oh,
I mean, it was a bit ballsy, to be honest, going in against 3 fighters at the beginning like that.
We did think that. We did think that their front line was a little bit obviously more tanky than you, so you probably wanted to divide.
Well, you're not called Team Aggression for nothing. I mean, Team Oxygen for nothing.
Not like there was early game fights, essentially. Try and farm up a bit more and get those casters online. But no, you played it well, definitely.
So that's it for you guys. You must be pretty happy, obviously, with 2 wins today. So you will go up against Carbon eSports on Saturday.
Carbon won the game against Paragon.
Yes.
I didn't actually know, yeah.
Yeah, so Synergy top their group, and then Carbon eSports come in second. Then obviously you top your group with Nexus coming in second.
Yeah, so Synergy obviously will be versus Nexus, and I mean, if you go via what we've seen today in terms of groups, final would be Synergy versus Oxygen, just going off of results today because of obviously 2 0s, and the dream of Synergy going up against Team Oxygen, which I think quite a lot of people maybe have actually at the moment. But yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about Saturday? About not the potential, about the reality of going up against Carbon?
Not too worried. We played him the other day. The thing is, though, we haven't really had much scrim practice leading up to today.
Yeah,
we've only played 4 scrims, but we've got an additional 2.5 days now to practice more, come up with some new stuff, and see what else can work. So I'm pretty confident going into it.
From what I hear, though, I mean, if you got out of bed more, you probably would get more scrims. I'm just no fingers pointed there.
What do you mean, man? I'll wake up to scrim, man.
That's why
no one's on. No one's on. No one plays.
Nate's telling him off like he's
No, I know you guys have been putting your time in because I've seen you, on the when I see you playing on the viewer list. I know that's something you're not a fan of, people watching your games, but it's still good for us, me and Jebro, especially as casters, to watch those sort of quality games so we know what's maybe gives us a little heads up of what's to come, which I know you obviously don't think it's a great thing, but it's good practice for us, definitely. So
yeah, there is those things where it's always nice to have a bit of a surprise of what's going to happen, even as a caster sometimes. But obviously, for us is brilliant. But being a team versus someone that wants to keep something secret, like a secret weapon, especially something that nobody knows about, it just adds a complete different level to casting into games and to strategy as well. It's It's very important to have. Hopefully we see that in the future. I would love to see that, just arenas and whatnot. But that is the end of this group stage. Pretty good day that we've had. It's been a great tournament. Any comments on the tournament today? Actually,
it was really well run. I just big shout out to everyone behind the scenes, Bailix, yourselves, all the casters, Tim as well, Tim 6, the soundtrack, and the graphics as well.
Yeah,
really good job.
Right. It is very. I mean, I don't want to say anything.
So smooth for a first tournament.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, this website looks like something that I mean, ESL can make good websites, but whoever did this, Bailix and the crew, like seriously, awesome stuff. Okay, you can go and celebrate with the rest of your team, or scrim, or do whatever you're going to do to celebrate, and maybe celebrate the fact that you're still here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put them in for a little while longer.
Getting straight on that hairdryer, we all know.
So do you want to leave us with any fighting words for Saturday?
No, not really. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to come crashing down. So we'll just leave it as I look forward to playing them.
Okay, good stuff. All right, mate. Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Take care, boys.
See you, bye. Okay, so that was the group stage A and B of the Paragon Challenger Series.
Just want to give a little update on the match arena.
Yeah.
We're now up to $587. $87, yeah. Another $40 from Too Much Viagra. Good luck with that, my friend. 2 ways you can work that one out. But thanks for the donation nonetheless. Again, guys, this is a community-run thing, so they're only getting what you put in and making it something big for these players. They really appreciate it.
No pun intended.
Went right into that one, I'm afraid.
I've done that a couple of times. The Russians are coming.
I just want to echo what Marty said there. The backroom staff that have done things, pitching on the production, and all the other Narendra, Bailix, Custard, Xanthosis. I'm just going to double check to make sure I've not missed anyone out.
Mm-hmm. There's loads of people. I think all the credits are on there.
In the bag, and obviously Tim for doing all the graphical stuff. So you're going to be left with another 2 people from our team for Saturday's games. We're going to have Geronimo, Jack, and Gems in.
Yep.
So it's going to get rowdy, I should imagine. But again, just thank you to all the viewers as well.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day again, and also Piff, who has had to listen to us for the last 5 hours. Wow, he really is going to get used to our voices. But yeah, so we will see you very soon. We'll see you on Saturday. Obviously, that would be a good time. 3 p.m. GMT. The time just went out of my head then, but I believe it is going to be 3 p.m. GMT, and that's going to be the playoffs where you're going to see these teams fight it out for that prize money. You still have time to donate money to the cause, to these guys who will be taking it and maybe taking it down.
Even if it's just $1, $1 goes a long way. There's 600 odd of you watching, $1 each. There you go.
There you go. Have we got anything else to talk about today? I'm not too sure we do. I think that is it. Oh, all the things below. Check all of them. Do it. There is links. There is Twitter. There is all the things indeed. You need to go and follow right now.
If you haven't followed the channel already, please follow. Please follow us on Twitter, ParagonCSeries.com. I believe that's it. The match arena we've already got out there. I'm sure people are spamming it in the chat as well. And I think we're gonna throw over a host.
We're good. We've got an outro and everything.
Oh, we've got an outro.
We've got loads of funky stuff going on. So make sure you go and check out the Twitter. That is at Paragon C Series. That's at Paragon Series everything. There is a YouTube channel. I think on the website as well. They're going to update stats and everything else. We have so many people working on different things. So go and check the website, and you can get to everything else from there. So that's a good way. That's a good window. And make sure that you come back for those finals on Saturday, 3 p.m. GMT. Again, Gems and Geronimo Jack will be joining you to cast that for you as well. We have a big team full of different people doing different things. But for today, I have been Jebro, and this has been Nate. We will say goodbye now. Thank you very much for watching. See you on Saturday.